Hi everyone, my name is Nonkululeko Mbele and I'm about to get you labor smart. If it is your first time to our channel, welcome. If it's not your first time, I know that you are labor smart by now. Remember guys, everything that I say here does not render as legal advice, and if ever you do need legal advice, I advise that you seek a professional for that. Today we'll be talking about whether or not you may be dismissed or disciplined for any conduct that you do outside of the workplace. All right. The past week has been quite interesting for South Africans as we had the lootings and criminal activities taking place. It goes without saying that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and unfortunately most of the shops that have been looted might not reopen again. However, what happens to those people who were part of the people who were looting? It has been quite interesting for all of us because we had access from videos, where we could access these videos on our social media, even on the news. What happens if your employer spots you while looting? Can they dismiss or discipline you, and whether or not it will be fair or unfair? All right. So when I first started my channel, I did make a video concerning dismissals and all of that, but I just want to touch on the fact that you can still get disciplined or dismissed for any form of conduct that you do that is in contravention of your employment contract, and which is also in contravention in terms of Schedule 8, which is the Code of Good Practice in the Labor Relations Act. All right. So if ever you do want more information relating to that, I'll drop the link to that video below, and you can have access to that. However, if ever you are an individual who was participating in the looting and criminal activity that took place in the past couple of days, and it happens that your employer spots you, they do have grounds to discipline you or dismiss you, given that they follow the right procedure to do that. Good people, it is unfortunate what has unfolded in our country, and needless to say, we also need to be accountable for our own actions. So before we engage in any form of activity inside the workplace or outside the workplace, let's be cautious of whether or not it will implicate us in our workplace, whether or not it will cost us our jobs. Okay, so that is that. I just wanted to raise that awareness. For those people who aren't clear on this, there has been a lot of case laws regarding this. I think I'll also add a link to an article from the CCMA or one of our labor law websites where you can get this information. I also want to advise you to say that be mindful of your surroundings, be mindful of the things that you find yourself doing, because one way or the other it might cost you your job. And honestly speaking, at this point in our lives, especially with how our country is, the state of our affairs, we can't afford more people to be unemployed. All right, so I ask and I plead with all the masses to be alert and to know that our actions do have consequences, and unfortunately a lot is to come, especially to people who are affected by the looting and people who were a part of the looting. So it's going to be quite a short video, but I just wanted to make you people aware that one can be disciplined or dismissed for being part of the lootings. I don't think there's any employer who wants to employ someone who is a criminal. More especially now, if you are trending and you are appearing on a lot of videos that are circulating on our social media. Um, I also think that also co-workers wouldn't be comfortable knowing that their colleague is a criminal. A lot goes with how the trust relationship is going to be, and most importantly, the relevance in terms of your employment. It's something that we take lightly, but it's something that has such a huge impact on our employment relationships with our employers. So, on that basis, and like I said, I already made a video concerning this. I just wanted to highlight in terms of everything that has been happening in the recent events. um, One can get dismissed or disciplined for criminal activity that has taken place outside of the working place. So that is that, good people. Like I said, none of the information that I share render as any legal advice. If you do need legal advice, I urge you to please seek a professional and get a professional help. Till we meet again, goodbye.